It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing first play is Pickett.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now Jones.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Nakobe Dean able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Steelers at 4-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Nakobe Dean, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. hits home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones. This one finds Wilson downfield. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. Finding room at midfield.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And that's complete to Shepard.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different...
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Fryermuth. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's Hall again.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here's Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
A give, running right is Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing Jones. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. If you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 22.
After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again.
And he fires one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Reynolds, 62 yards.
And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on first down. Jones. He finds Wilson. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Jones on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Well, not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This is our house, baby. This is our house.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards that time.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man here is Conklin.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A toss left side for Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Completes this again to Shepard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nakobe Dean getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Nakobe Dean.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down. And now here is another interception. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean,
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans. Ball has it knocked loose.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pickett to throw on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down.
Pickett.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Harris running straight ahead. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
177 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down and 3. Hall again on second down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hall again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, they're going to go with the option.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late, not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline,